If you're here, you're probably sold on the idea of LinkedIn, but maybe you don't realize exactly what a great decision you're making whenever you decide to use LinkedIn and why it's such a great place to be for really building your professional profile, whether it is in the work that you do as a career or in your own business, or a bit of a combination of the two, and even nowadays to have a little bit of fun. So the very first reason why LinkedIn is such a great choice is simply because it gets such great search engine rankings. We'll look into why in a moment, but do you ever Google yourself? Well, if you do, and no matter what search engine you use, you're probably going to find that the top result for your name is going to be from LinkedIn. And that is without having to pay for advertising or for expensive websites or any other feature. Very simply, your name is probably going to be the top result for you on LinkedIn, unless you're really invested in your marketing already. Now that's a great advantage to have. And the reason why LinkedIn goes straight to the top of the search engines is because it has something that is known in search engine land as domain authority. Domain authority is a metric by which search engines can decide if any particular website is trustworthy, if it will give them good results, and if it delivers the kind of quality of results that the search engine wants to deliver, because of course they also want to keep their customers happy, right? Now, LinkedIn tends to check all the boxes for domain authority. First of all, because it's a massive site with tremendous amounts of users. And there's more to it, because each one of those users has to verify their identity. You'll notice that on LinkedIn, you can't use a name that's not yours. You do need to use your actual professional name out there in the world, and they may ask you to verify it. Now, there have been cases where people join LinkedIn simply to market, and then they create an identity of somebody who doesn't really exist. But LinkedIn has been cracking down on this by verifying identity. So when you see somebody on LinkedIn, you really know who they are. And you can see who all their connections are. You can also see recommendations for them, where they work and what their academic background is or their education. So there is a tremendous amount of trustworthiness, credibility, and authority in LinkedIn. Another fact that you might not have known is that the users of LinkedIn tend to have a higher income than the users of any other social media platform. Now that's significant, especially if you want to deal with people who are high earners. Perhaps your ideal clients are high net worth individuals, and if they're not, they probably should be, because we want to be in a position where we can reach people like that, especially for that higher income bracket, where in many ways those people are insulated, they're protected from advertising, because when they watch YouTube, they pay to make the ads go away. When they are involved in any other medium or other media consumption, they might not see any advertising. And so you want to transcend the power of advertising with a very strong and credible presence on LinkedIn. And this is a great way to do it. Then there are other credibility features. You know that people will be verified. There is a very strong culture on LinkedIn of being open, honest, and professional. And so you don't have the kinds of things like hate speech that have happened on other social platforms, or bullying would not happen in nearly the same way. And there's a very effective reporting structure when things do go wrong. So you really have a lot of protection on LinkedIn. And one of the most beautiful things is that by having this showcase of your expertise online, you can sell without selling. Whether you're wanting to sell yourself as a professional up for hire in a new job, or you are a professional, an expert, or an entrepreneur who's selling your services online, there's so much to be said for just being able to see your credentials, your connections, and the value that you offer. And then there's one other little advantage of LinkedIn, because it's such a powerful engine for creating content or showcasing what you do in many media. Now, if you built a website, then you would invest in good copy, good images, good video, good search engine optimization. You might add a blog, you might link it to a video channel. That becomes a whole lot of things that need maintaining. On LinkedIn, you can upload videos, you can publish articles, you can publish a newsletter, and you can take polls from the people who are following you. There are so many possibilities that don't require any extended input, even if you're using LinkedIn without the paid version. And since many people ask about that, I do believe that you can get 90% of the benefits of using LinkedIn without becoming a premium member. But when you do become a premium member, there are advantages. So if you're at a point in your career where that's something that you want to look into, yes, it can help. But LinkedIn does offer free trials on that. So go use the free trial, use all the advantages, and then decide if it's worth it for you. The truth is, without paying a cent, but investing a little bit of your time, energy, and attention, and a little bit of a labor of love into your LinkedIn profile, you can really enjoy the maximum benefits, even without having to put in a whole lot. So let's go take a look at how you can do just that.